But I compare him to a lot of these anti-maskers out there. And I'm not going to compare him to Alex Jones because Alex Jones is just a pathetic excuse for a human being who will do anything for clicks.
Well, Ron DeSantis he's a public servant. He's an elected official. Alex Jones does what he does, and you're right. He does it because he gets paid to say or to do over-the-top things, and his base loves that.
I think it's okay to do over-the-top things,
Yeah.
but for anybody out there that thinks it was okay or enjoyed the fact that Alex Jones said that the school shooting in Connecticut didn't happen, you're a sick, demented, horrible human being.
Well, he was sued for it for a reason.
I understand that.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it right, though. He did it, and the reason why he did it is not because he didn't think that all those kids were shot and killed. He did it because he wanted to make money. Alex Jones was willing to put himself and his financial situation ahead of grieving families that were still, and they always will grieve, the loss of their children, some of them under the age of 10 years old. This is who Alex Jones is, for those of you that want to support Alex Jones or watch his stupid show. So why am I bringing up Alex Jones? Well, he lost it again, but I think this was staged because this is what Jones did. He tries to stay relevant, and this was a staged situation. Now, the people that were at Austin Park did not know this was going to happen. Alex Jones shows up at this park with a megaphone and a cameraman, and he's upset because the park will only take reservations, and it requires limiting, the amount of people during this pandemic, which most parks are doing, by the way. But because Alex Jones thinks that he is special, he shows up there with a camera and a megaphone acting like a complete a-hole. Have a listen to this.
This is outrageous criminal activity. This is the seizure of the infrastructure of Austin. It is all color of law garbage. My wife came here this morning when you cult member Coops showed up here, and you asked her, where's her reservation? Her reservation is that we live in a free country. We live in America. I call for everybody out there watching. The time for civil disobedience is here. I want this removed tonight. COVID-19 is a power grab hoax.
What a frickin' loser this guy is. What a fat piece of garbage Alex Jones is. What a loser. Does he not? I think he does understand this. He's just trying to make a name again and get his name out there more. What an idiot. By the way, I am embarrassed for him that he is such a fool, and his wife and his family. You got people at this park. They have rules and regulations. You have to make a reservation to go to the park. Why does this fat piece of garbage think that he's special? And then he brings a camera with him with a stupid megaphone, and these people in the park, the video is just embarrassing. These people in the park are looking at him like, who the hell is this guy? They don't even know who he is. Who the hell is this moron with a megaphone? I just want to punch him in the face. I really do. He's such a moron. And again, this is the same guy who has these awful conspiracy theories and said a lot of things that have hurt a lot of people, but yet people follow this guy and admire him. I just don't get it. And speaking of fools, there are people out there that are not trying to make a name of themselves. They're just complete idiots. I actually think Alex Jones doesn't believe 90% of the things he says. He's just a fool and trying to get clicks. Now there's a story that's come out on another.
No, he's not a fool. I think he's very, very smart. I think he's well spoken. He's obviously built himself a large fan base, but he knows that his fan base likes things like that, so he plays to his base.
All right. Well, I will say there's nothing.
You can't
smart.
say someone like that is stupid. Alex Jones is obviously not stupid.
There's nothing
He's far from
smart.
stupid.
There's nothing smart about a school shooting where young children lost their lives, and going on the air and saying it's a hoax and it didn't happen. There's nothing smart about that. In fact, it is the opposite of smart. It is stupid, it is hurtful, and it is wrong.
Well, again, he was sued for it. It was obviously in very
just because he was sued for it
in very poor taste.
Okay, well, my opinion is just because
but that doesn't mean he's stupid. That doesn't make one situation doesn't make him.
So it's not just one situation. I'm bringing up one situation.
Stupid as a collective.
I don't want to waste time and bring up 50 things that Alex Jones has said over the course of his career that are absurd, ridiculous, and stupid. But that's just one example. Alex Jones is a fool, in my opinion.